Ghana Kasama for voice for the voiceless, gatekeeper of the nation. But maybe say Africa. Are we a weakling or are we a second fiddle? Gamiakwe say almost all the other nations, other continents, are very decisive. So when it comes to America on homosexuality, very decisive. When it comes to Asia on homosexuality, very decisive. Australia on homosexuality, very decisive. When it comes to all the other continents, including but not limited to Antarctica, they are very decisive. But come to Africa. Most of our leaders are not only indecisive, but cowards. Leaders that are not able to stand to the West. Leaders that are not able to look into the eyes of America and tell them that, Jack, this is Africa and this is our stance when it comes to homosexuality. I'm going to play some brief videos. Me come say, Yama me Kamala Harris, Vice President of the U.S. Oh, man. I want to believe so. After her public lecture, she's welcome. Kamala Harris, you are welcome to interfere in matters that borders on the progress of our nation. Kamala Harris, you are welcome to our country. You will be treated with all respect and hospitality. But respectfully, Kamala Harris, you are refrained not to project what borders on homosexuality and whether or not we should accept. We cannot be coerced by America to decide, say, about homosexuality and human engine too. Is it true, Senra, that Jubilee House was lit in homosexuality colors? Is it true? Please, give me that picture. Give me that picture. Now, Ghana, so that is the Jubilee House. And that even so no. Say a mixture of America and Ghanaian colors. Now, I did that TV sweet. You see a mixture of Ghanaian and American colors. Maybe I mean say rainbow colors there. But you can tell me better. Yes, way, to show to the American community that when it comes to human rights and protection, we are there. And that because you are an international community, it was but it's not the position. If that is not the position, kudos to Nana Akufo-Addo and his government. But if that is, what doom are we spelling for the future of this country? Yeah, well, maybe a culture, and untina Spain, Italy, Germany, China, America, UK. Because they believe that the foundation of every culture is the language. Any country, now listen, any country, our obi kasano, so we are Africans, but we are living in the memories of Westerners, if not the Americans. Then it got to a time where there was a joint press conference. I think, sir, maybe apart from at Mills, most, if not all, the presidents, we have been economical with the truth. President to say, hey, this is our stance, this is our policy when it comes to homosexuality. Look, I have always said that I hate homosexuality, but I love homosexuals. Why? It is the act that is evil, but the people themselves necessarily are not evil. Spiritual. So you don't condemn all of them in the same basket. But it's the act and the young person a bet waso na So it's not as if we are at war with homosexuals. No, we are at war with homosexuality. And see him say, in tandem with quarter, your mama and your money and impresswa. And then you ain't can crash for mine. Said this is our stance. America, you can go to hell. This is our stance. UK, you can go to hell. This is our stance. Macron and your friends, you can go to hell. This is our stance. I didn't even kind of cringe. How I hear you remember Kamala Harris by say for your extremism why your mom $100 million. Who are you? $100 million, sir. Former Ashanti regional organizer of MPP credit $100 million. Kobi so ra jenim so nibia. Na che se Ghana mo dey $25 million. Who are you? A country full of gold, diamonds, bauxite, oil, manganese. A country full of timber, cocoa, salt, $100 million near Bechamamo. Jack, we cannot fault America because in your world don't some no dema. Well, once in a only if you crop upon them. So America, you are welcome. But we must tell the international community, so this is Africa. Africa is for Africans and none other has a share. By extension, Ghana is for Ghanaians and none other foreigner has a share. We have our values as a people. We have our systems as a people. We have our culture as a people. Send the America one look. Americans should allow. Say nipa ba kubeti ma wari mienu. Bema ba kubeti ma wari mienu. America should allow. Are you aware? So America na o ware. Now san kwa waria. Yabechi watu bana. It's illegal in the land of America. Are you aware? Why is America not opening up so one man can marry more than necessary? They call that illegal. But you leave your country, come tell us to accept homosexuality. What are you talking about? But I don't blame America. I don't blame UK. I don't blame China. China Crampo did not do this nonsense. But I blame Mpenyifodu because of they always support this pro-Western element who are seeking to die soon. Now let's listen to Kamala. Let's listen to our president. Into your name.
Of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality. Let me be clear about where we stand. First of all, for the American press who are here, you know that a great deal of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality issues across the board, including as it relates to the LGBT community. And I feel very strongly about the importance of supporting the freedom and supporting and fighting for equality among all people, and that all people be treated equally. I will also say that this is an issue that we consider, and I consider, to be a human rights issue, and that will not change.
Oh, yes. What's the name?
Kano Youngs of the New York Times.
Zolan. Mr. Young, so thank you for the question. First of all, we don't have any such legislation here in Ghana. A bill has been proposed to the Parliament of Ghana, which has all kinds of ramifications, which is now being considered by the Parliament. It hasn't been passed, so the statement that there is legislation in Ghana to that effect is not accurate. No legislation. The bill is going through the Parliament. It's going through the Parliament. The Attorney General has found it necessary to speak to the committee about it regarding the constitutionality or otherwise of several of its provisions, and the Parliament is dealing with it. At the end of the process, I will come in. But in the meantime, the Parliament is dealing with it. And I have no doubt that the Parliament of Ghana will show, as it has done in the past, first of all, its sensitivity to human rights issues, as well as to the feelings of our population, and will come out with a responsible response to the proposed. The legislation was a legislation that has been provided as a private member's bill. This is not an official legislation of the government, but it is one that has been mooted by a handful of private members. So we will see what the final outcome of it. But my understanding from the recent discussion I had with the chairman of the committee, the substantial elements of the bill have already been modified as a result of the
Mr. President, we are not seeing anything. We are not seeing anything. We are not seeing what ramifications or outcome of a Khomeini bill is going to be. Kamala Harris made her stance clear concerning what she feels about human rights and the stance of America as far as homosexuality is concerned. It was left unto us as a nation to make our stance clear. Say, yes, America, because you are a sovereign nation and nobody interferes in your matters, you can carry on with homosexuality and communities. But this is Ghana. We are also a sovereign nation. We should have even reminded America that we had the same colonial master. Because United Kingdom with D Ghana, so no, the same United Kingdom and the D America. So it's not as if America is so what a better nation. The only difference is economy. But when it comes to respect, the life of Kwame Nkrumah can be compared to any American president. In terms of IQ, Kwame Nkrumah is higher than them. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's the truth. So Nkrumah will tell you during Congress that when our forefathers were living in monument, your forefathers were living in caves. But let me say this quickly before I forget. Any sitting president or leadership or parliament, our better say any homosexuality and tumino. One more may say and penny for the one gays and lesbians. It's simple. Or beer or projecting homosexuality on to me can was him. Your person or chair and say gays in the good office of the president or any lesbians in the good. Homosexuality as a yakama sebe timi kano hey say ya di tumwa ne MPs no person say MPs ne speaker ne pen for do one we gays we lesbians. Because what diplomacy in the name of Allah or in the name of God? What amount of money? And I remember ye who say what about fine girls as okroma na fine girls as okroma fine girls. O person will be fine girls as a cromano. Ah, oh, your bar per se, also will be fine boys as a croma. What was wrong with that? Bama to Sabi, who did your father? Turumu to Namope. Minko come religious, like I say when you're Christian and now you're Muslim. So I'll never do my argument on religious lines. Metro medical lines and the lines of culture. And of course, medically, actually say homosexuality is the highest area a breed HIV/AIDS. So medically, Kurano, and fact, and of course, as far as culture is concerned, in fact, and there is no single religion in the world that for homosexuality. So, not even the Buddhists, nor the Hindus, nor the Shintoists, nor the Ekankan Faso, Hare Krishna Faso, Christianity Faso, Islamic religion Faso, Yananamu Gunsa, Omun Faso. And almost all of us are diversely given to all these religions. It is the then Prime Minister of United Kingdom, David Cameron. Chale yanko asamandu nyekuru but ko yiba akoma no nkasa mame bo papa edi mame yanko fani fra asamandu no nkasa nchire Ghana panifo no mompa ti yanko bo yanko.
Dr. Mills was forthright in his reaction to a purported statement by the British Premier David Cameron that Britain may consider cutting aid to Ghana if Ghana fails to legalize homosexuality.
Let me make one thing very clear. No one can deny Prime Minister Cameron his right to make policies, take initiatives, or make statements that reflect his societal norms and ideals. But he does not have the right to direct other sovereign nations as to what they should do, especially where their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Cameron's society. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. as a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our Constitution, which Constitution is supreme. Let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached if that aid will not inure to our interest, or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached would rather worsen our plight as a nation or destroy.
Sir, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Now this is leadership. Now leadership is equal to decision making. That is leadership. A leader takes strong decisions. Atamils is a leader. Most of them are managers. This is a leader. Well, see, yes, you may want to give us money, but here in Yisika, there's string attached. To hell with your money. Take your aid. Huh? You're here and you're bidding it. We say, because we are upholding culture, we are upholding God's words. You have some 3 calls, just 3 calls. Just 3 calls. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Near Nimpenyu for make us our hadam. My first call out in is enough free. Hello?
Yes. Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning. You have 3 calls, 20, but it's you 1 minute.
Okay. Anokwa, Yasama Yasashim, the president, Untimi, and Stati, and kind some people, and my mining when left and right. Ghana, whether we like it or not, you accept it. Because our leaders have been very, very, very poor. Yes. Because if a leader, you cannot decide, oh my goodness. Thank you.
Mira say, oh my goodness. Aja, kroma, udi agro, binya kompo. Banya hwe yebeka dokre. Ah. Se nyansafo koma no tumu asebi mani mu a, ajimifo be hye mra mom da. Nti mo ka dokre, mam kama no ntum. Hello, mpacho udi ni sana free. Hello? Mpacho na time ni ho nti ye fatire pe na papa ne. Hello, mpacho udi ni sana free. Maintaining kawa. Maintaining kawa. Mr. Waya no wajum. Hello, Pacho. Udini sana free.
Good morning.
Yeah, more fire. Pacho, it you.
Pacho, maybe somebody.
Okay.
Your president Nakasano. Hello.
Yeah, it you, Kasa.
Pacho, your president Nakasano. And you nipa na ewuno.
Oh, nipa na ewuno.
Dientina, America Vice President. I be no question. There are Argentina want me here no prego.
American Vice President Misa will be a question.
On bisa no question.
That be Misa no question. T. A press briefing, joint press briefing, a course between American Vice President and a Ghana man penny. Anna will be a friend a younger New York Times. It is a question to both of them.
Yeah. Nah, maybe so.
Yetio.
Sisia, asem na ebae no. Na Argentina president want me out preku. E kan se wo ye Ghana ha no amamre wo ho. Ya mamre no different. Te wo momu de. Argentina on me nka preku say.
Yeah, because president susu say bill be parliament. Na enkosi say bill no ombe wie no. Onu de on me nkasa.
Na ontimi nkasa atames breso no
atames breso no okasai
ya okapim esisu se ompe
okay the crack say any offense
me ni crack say on kasa ompe that's all
right but that's your last caller the first PSC could you Isaac Shaggy. Good morning, I know Otu Darko and your morning show team. Thank you. I think this is Ghana flag and American flag colors. Okay. Until Yanka say a rainbow colors. You be a question say a rainbow colors and I say a Ghana colors and American colors. I mix it. Hello, me bacho didn't baby free.
Hello.
Last caller, we didn't baby free.
Nano Otu Darko.
Yes, sir.
Ofane to your thing.
Ofane in your job. Oba Wiega.
Me Wiega.
We moga onu. Gama shekpon gama noni. Unti
Gama
asa
noni.
kokro.
Mo. Okay, you are job.
Piao.
Kadu wa president. Enye ejwe edumena ne notomobeni ankrata. Ka maake kenu wo ameka ameskaya. Wo yi wo here. It's alidenche. Ebe ebi ene for be ebi amari. Minu ebi e amari gay. Minu ebi e amari you. You amari you. She am marry you. Minu
Okay.
Otamano no take a decision. Ekofne kwenta na you are one abu. But president mwa. Minu sandi.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. But but let's be fair also to the president. Mihunu baby and Anakufuadu akase meji gay atum and meji lesbian atum. Let that also be on record. Nebum okoye interview bi no can say it is bound to happen. Na if we are said no pressure na men sign by. It is a pressure ba o men mu. It is bound to happen. Say no say no chere say wa endorsement there and no ye issue. But president in soon can black and white or baby say waje homosexuality atum. So let that also be on record. Midin dina no to da Ghana kasama for me twa ho. Ye ba ye ne wonu enim nyansa. Woni nim de e wa manyo se mu. Atena konya bunu so. No man ye memena yi after the break.
It's what it is.